And we should be live. 3, 2, 1, like now. All right. How's it going, everybody? How you guys doing today? Let's play some music that we got sent last night.
I can't really adjust this right now. You want to adjust this for me?
I can't. What do you want me to do? I can't. I can't, T. I can't do it.
Thank you. Hi, everybody.
There, you can hear T now.
Yeah. I only have one arm.
This is called Tranquil Walk by Static Buzz.
Music.
All right, let's add it. Kind of weird, not gonna lie, Static. I don't even think these are like in the same key. Got like 3 different things happening. It's very, very weird. It just goes on, huh?
Hi, Drasray. What's up? You're not allowed to leave.
Let me see everybody's in the chat. What's up, Casika Supremo? How are you doing? What is this sign? As a Colgate? Was it hand sanitizer? I don't know. Sir Legna, how are you doing today? Aerosis is here. How you doing, Aerosis? DJ990J. Hello, hello. Farbin Cut, it's good to see you. William McBlack, it's good to see you, William. Polka Latte, hello. Super Smash, what's up? What's up? Waiting for your printer to decide to start printing. Printers are total trolls. Who else is here? We got KV in the house. What's up, KV Kingdom? Yeah, we were a few minutes late. Sorry about that. Super Smash. Brian Perez is here. How you doing, Brian? Let's listen to the next song. This one is by Drasray, and it's called Home Guitar Theme. So let's give that a go. Ooh, nice. Can't stay for long. How you doing, Dras? Thanks for submitting some music and stopping by to say hi. We appreciate you. Static Buzz, how are you doing? All are in the same key, just different octaves. If you say so. Vino with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Vino. Appreciate that. Hello, all. Dogecoin to the moon! Now to the haters out there, ask yourself one question. If Amazon ever accepts Doge, imagine what would happen. I know. Doge, my $30 investment in Doge just made me over 200 bucks. This is crazy.
That's wild.
Yep.
And awesome.
I mean, that's not even considering that I bought $15 and sold it for like $57 a long time ago. And if I wouldn't have done that, I would have had more than what I have now. So I regret making the profit on it earlier. I should have never sold my Doge.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda. That's the life of stock trading.
Jacob, this song is fire. I love it. This is good. This is tight. Gosh, why is this window so huge? That's for something else. Can I get a download window? Purple.
You see purple?
She's saying purple. Excuse me. All right. We got another one from Jacob Drasray. This one is called A Funky Bit, Pop City-ish. Get Funky by Drasray. Here we go. There we go. Nice. Hey. Get funky. Oh no.
Is it funky?
Why are you scatmanning me?
Alright, it's nighttime. Say night night.
I don't think we need to get funky.
That's not night night.
The thing is, this isn't a funky song, Jacob. What? Oh, we're gonna go night night. Give me the baby candy. Give me the. Good night night. Lily's going for a night night. This is more of like a, I don't know, inspirational track, but with somebody saying "get funky" on it. It doesn't sound funky to me, but a guy is saying "get funky." It sounds good. I wouldn't say it's funky though. Yeah, it's kind of pop, inspirational something. But it's good. I like it. Thank you so much. Cool. Once a music teacher, always a music teacher. So Ligna says, I'm doing good, just deep diving into some code. Alright. Hi from lowest rated game jam dev. I don't know about that. I mean, was that the People's Choice lowest rated? Is that what happened? You guys can see the People's Choice winner. I'm working on the video right now. That's why I was late, partially. I have it set up. I'm using a new Vegas version, Vegas 16, which I like it because it's got this dark theme, you know. But I don't really want to show too much of it. I predict by tonight we'll have the winner's announcement video. Most likely we'll post the winner's announcement video.
Yeah.
It's gonna be short and sweet, simple, nothing super big. It'll just be, you know, announcing what the judges' scores were and for the winners and blah 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 blah. That'll be it.
Pretty much.
KV's like, nice tunes, Drass. I don't know about the voice samples though. Get funky! Get funky! Funky! I still think they're interesting additions to the Amalgamation. Moving on to what was submitted overnight, over yesterday. Wrath of Wood gave us some 3D models. What even is this? What are we looking at? Let's download that. Did it download?
I think it's pizza.
It's pizza?
It's pizza. Look at it. There's a preview of it underneath. It's Ninja Pizza.
Okay.
They're like pizza shurikens. Is that how you say that?
Pizza shurikens.
Shurikens.
I don't know. Shuriken.
Shuriken.
Why did my brain just stopped? It's like, dude, we're sorry.
Exe has stopped working. It's not responding.
Oh, these are effect seer animations. That would make sense of why we see one right underneath it. Okay, let's go into where they would go. Effects. Paste them in here. Bang. Added those two things, and I'm sure it added stuff in the models. Yep. And stuff in the textures. Oh, wait. Did you put it as textures or texture? Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Which one has more in it? That's the right one.
It's supposed to go in texture, but if this effect EFK EFC file
looks for textures.
is looking for this folder textures, I have to leave this.
You're right.
So maybe it'll just
Well, now
work
we
out.
have a redundancy, so if somebody else does it, it'll be all right.
Eh,
We already have it. No biggie.
it's fine. Hopefully.
As long as it works.
we'll test it out.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get that to work now. That way Wrath knows. It looks cool. I like it. Shuriken! Alright, so let's save the project and go into the database and go to animations and go down to a new one and look for the file name.
Pizza! Hey, it works.
Hey, it's working.
Nice. It's gorgeous.
We'll call it Wrath of Pizza animation.
Love it.
Yes, play. Oh, I love it. Cool. Let's scale it down to 75% and speed it up to 125%, and then let's offset the X by 45 and the Y by 90, and then we play it.
Nice.
No, that's not what I want. I didn't want to offset, actually. I wanted to do offset negative 45. Nope. Offset 90 on this one. There we go. And then I wanted to do X 45, Y 90.
Whoa.
There
Oh,
we go.
that's so cool. I love it. That would work for a first person animation.
Uh-huh.
That's awesome.
Eat the pizza. There it is. Feed the player. What's cool about this is we can do like Wrath of Pizza 1 and Wrath of Pizza 2, and then just change these to go back to the defaults or whatever, and not do that. And then it can be back to like, oh shit. Can go back to like left to right side view type of thing. It's so cool. We got to put sound effects in it. What do we have for sound effects in here? Let's use some of KV Kingdom's sound effects. Gosh, I wish the chat would stop going away. Every time I like download something, it switches. Streamer issue. Yeah, it's okay though. You just didn't need to put an S on textures. It's just texture. However, as long as I also include the exact like file formatting that you used, like I have to have two folders there. Like if I were to just move those into texture, it wouldn't work because the way you saved it, it's looking in textures. So I just leave the folder there and it works. It's not that big a deal, really.
Nah.
But hey, we got that in there. That's what she said. Whoa! Let me get the volume level on this. Come on now. Come on. Come on now. There it is. Wow. I'm gonna turn down. Oh, I already have it turned down. It's just still super loud. All right. That's weird. That sounds really like your speaker's broken. There's a lot of like distortion on your sound effects, KV. I kind of like that orbital smash. Now that's gonna work, right? Let's try that. So let's put that on like frame 15 or something. Nah. Frame. It's a lot of frames. Let's do frame 60. It's gonna have to be pitched down a bit to make it last right. Here we go. Ooh, almost. It can go up just a hair. So we're combining Wrath of Wood's effects here animation with KV Kingdom's, or no, EVFX. This is different. This is Hadeson's sound effect. This is a Hadeson sound effect. So, I don't know. I feel like that's probably the right thing. We'll just go to frame 50. Frame 40. Let's try 80% pitch. Bless you.
Excuse me.
Don't let it happen again, T.
Okay. Well.
I don't know. This is going to be tough to get this quite right. Pitch of 80, maybe 75 or 85. But getting the timing right is going to be also difficult. I mean, we're just a frame. What's happening first? It's hitting and then the sound effect's going, so change the sound effect to be just a little bit faster. That's pretty close, right? All right, so let's do some extra stuff in here, like let's put some KV Kingdom sound effects. I know I said we're gonna add plugins, and we are. I gotta add assets. It's a usual thing. This kind of sounds like a fart a little bit. Kind of like that one. Let's use that one. So a fart happens and then a little rift in space opens up. A bunch of pizzas come flying out. We need like a little like a whizzy sound effect type of thing. Didn't KV have one that was kind of whizzy? Yeah, that one. Let's do that. Let's try that at frame 10. Let's put that at frame 5 and then do one that was just like it. Hold on. A little trick, because it was right next to it. Copy paste this, put this in. And put that right after it on like frame 12 or something. I don't know. It feels like the doom needs to be, there needs to be something else at frame like 60 or something, like another doom or something.
Asquez, if MZ crashes, it's because of something you have on your computer. But it can be like a number of things, so it's really hard to track down, but it's definitely solvable. The software itself is very stable, though. At one point it was Audacity, I guess, was causing trouble with it, and then another person discovered that it was a Discord overlay that was crashing it. So it just depends.
I think we're gonna need to close that window.
Yeah, honey. The dog is going a little nuts. The neighbor has a dog.
Okay, so this is starting too soon. Let's do 75 to be the first one. And then we'll do 80. And then we'll do 85.
All better.
Alright, here we go. It's getting there. It's a little bit too quick. Let's do 80, 85, 90, 95, 85 maybe. 90. 95. 100. I feel like this is a 100 frame animation. It's still a little bit. Hold on. This one's fine. There needs to be a little bit more delay. So we'll do 2 more frames there, 4 more frames there, and then 6 more frames here. Hey, that looks pretty good, right? We made it. We put a bunch of KV Kingdoms, Hadesen sound effects together with a effectsier thing from Wrath of Wood, and we made a custom animation. I love it. It's really cool. The Amalgamation, everybody. Where was I? Where was I? You're gonna make some sound effects tonight? It needs a nice cheesy splat. Yeah. I don't want to spend too much time on it. I feel like you can go all day on one small little feature, and we have a lot of ground to cover. Askez, how are you doing? He says, I want to buy MZ. I saw the review said that it can crash. It's never crashed for me. I've never had MZ crash on me.
The software itself is stable. It's just if you have something on your computer that conflicts with it, sometimes it can cause it to crash. But it can cause like any app that you have to crash.
Why do I keep hearing a seal crying?
What?
Do you? Is there something wrong with the microphone? Or is it a sound effect I was playing? Was it this one? Yeah, that's what it is. To be honest, I didn't have very many MV crashes either. Like, MV and MZ has been very stable for me, at least.
Yeah, Ready Player, we plan on releasing the winners of the Jam video probably today.
Yeah.
Hopefully today.
I've got Vegas 16 up, and I'm editing. I found the music. We've got a little intro. It's going to be short. It's going to be sweet. It's just going to announce the judges' scores and bada boom, bada bing. Hey, get at us if you want your prizes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What was I doing? I need to add sound, not sound effects, plugins. Oh, wait, before though. Let me try to catch up. Pepperoni and mushroom impacts instead of sparks and multicolored stuff. That, I like that idea. Could be improved, huh? But I think it's still awesome. Are you done with Polka Latte's thing yet?
I got right and left. If you make that bigger, you could see it's kind of a smaller sprite. So yeah, there we go.
Polka Latte, look at the sprite. Obviously, we're not going to use default characters. We already
Right.
said not even generated ones. You're going to have to like do something else. This is Polka Latte sprite. Polka Latte is the best Valheim cart puller.
Yes.
And that's what she's doing in this one.
She never lost the cart once, and I literally right now I have Valheim open just to get pictures of the cart for reference for the other directions, and I flipped the cart and it rolled down a hill, and it's empty.
You need to get a tutorial on how to be a cart puller.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that's all caught up and good to go. Let's add a plugin. We're going to do this one at a time because, well, let me start by adding 112 plugins. And and what I mean by 112 plugins is adding the core engine.
Yeah.
That's 112 plugins,
Gosh, it's insane.
essentially. I guess I'll
It's a good kind of insanity.
We'll do MZMMO. JS plugins. Let's just get. I'll leave this one open. This is where I've updated them the most.
I can make
think we're
it
on version
bigger.
38.
It's actually rezzed down. I made it 3 times bigger than that, but it's pretty enormous. I can definitely make it bigger. I hate sprite work. I hate doing sprites. I mean, like, what's the actual word for it? Sprite art. I hate doing that. So I draw them and then I shrink them.
Pixel art.
Yeah, pixel art. Blech.
Anyway, we're gonna do 2. I know I said 1, but we're gonna do 2. Game open folder and JS plugins. We're gonna paste these in. We're going to remove all of the built-in plugins. And we're gonna add Core Engine and Battle Core. And we're gonna configure those, and that'll be probably it, to be honest, because it could take you a long time to do that. There we have 2 plugins. Vigistella, Core Engine, and the Battle Core. And those 2 alone do like the functionality of like 150 plugins from MV era.
So wild.
So let's start at the top. Quality of life. Do we want to play a new game on boot? Playtest. False. No playtest mode. False. Open the console on boot. True. Toggle the sound. True. Toggle fast mode. Sure. For playtesting. When we playtest, do we want a specific common event to run? Not at the moment, but we may in the near future. Battle test. When we do a battle test, add item type, weapon type, armor type. It will add 90 of all of the items, weapons, and armors when we do a battle test. Sure. Digit grouping, I'm going to leave these the same. Encounter rate, minimum. The number of steps at the minimum that you have to walk to get into another battle. I like that. Let's do 20 if we decide to do a random encounter system. Always escape, true. Accuracy formula, yes. Accuracy boost, true. This makes it so that the player just misses less, essentially. Level up full HP and MP, yeah. I like that. A reward, you level up. You get a burst of energy. Fully healed.
You know, Boca, we could do that. Suikoden did that, and I loved it. We could, like, take the player characters and have, like, a walking GIF of them. And when there's a loading screen, instead of just saying now loading, it's the player walking in the corner.
Ready Player says, did we scrap the MV1? Kind of, yeah. We put it in the hands of Warp Enigma, and we don't expect him to do anything with it, but if he wants to, he can. But he's also active in the MZ1 most of the time, so we don't plan for the MV version of Amalgamation to go much farther than where it was. But the good thing about that was we still have a ton of art resources and assets from that project that we can import into the MZ1 when we feel like it. So it's a nice little base to draw some resources out of. And this one will be a fresh start with new ideas and new art, but like I said, we'll pull stuff from MV as well. How did I do the side view battler thing? It was just using plugin configuration from the Battle Core and the CTB. So like that's basically it. We're gonna do the same thing here, except I'm thinking 10 instead of 20.
Yeah, to keep the battles from being so long.
Farbin's gonna work on a character after the stream. Cool. Yeah, draw it and then shrink it down. You can do that.
It seems to work well. For me, I do 3 times as big. Some people do 10 times as big, but it doesn't look as good shrunk down if you go too many times bigger.
This is what I am going to do here. When we create a new game, I want a common event to run. I'm going to have it run common event 1. And this will be, whether you're playtesting or not, whenever you start a new game, it runs a common event. Cool. That's a very good quality of life setting. That was the first thing in the parameters. So let's go ahead and make sure that we reserve this for new game auto run. So whatever we put in this common event is going to happen whenever we start a new game, no matter what map we start on. So this is a really cool little quality of life function that I really like inside the Vigistella core engine. Let's move on to the next thing. Battle system. We can decide what battle system we want to use. I think we're going to use the order turn battle. for this one. So we're going to need to add this one, the Vigistella MZ2 Battle System OTB. Let's go ahead and do that now. Are you eating your nails? What is that? You chewing on something?
Yeah.
Chewing on ice? OTB. There it is.
How was everybody's weekend? Mine was too short. I was pretty sure that on what was in my head Saturday, the next day was Sunday, but it was Monday, and I feel robbed. It felt like a one-day weekend.
Yeah, it
totally
was
not fair.
It was set Sunday night, aka Monday morning, like at 1 in the morning, or 2 in the morning, and we were laying down, and T's like, on Monday, some family's gonna come over, and blah blah blah, and I'm like, okay. So you mean tomorrow? No, on Monday.
No. Drifty kept saying when we stream tomorrow, and I'm like, we're not streaming tomorrow, and he's like, do you realize tomorrow's Monday? And I'm like, no.
And then I said, actually, it's Monday right now.
I totally didn't believe him. I had to get up and get my phone and look at the display because I was like, this can't be. It's not true.
She didn't want to believe.
No.
She lost a day over the weekend.
I did. So sad.
So we've added the OTB. Order Turn Battle.
Cool.
And I'm just looking at some parameters. Mostly going to leave these default, but we're going to be changing these. The X and Y offset. Ready Player was asking how I did that. I just changed the offsets of the characters and did some plugin parameter manipulation. Hey, Stoppable Force, how are you doing today? What's up, Brizzy? I took a nap yesterday for like 40 minutes. After the stream, I was like, I'm so tired. We got all of the results in. I was like, I should start that video, and I just fell asleep. Thinking about doing work makes me tired. Like, yeah. I gotta do more work. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that. What's up, Tony Dev? You know, I'm going to leave most of these default, and if I feel the need to change them later on, I will. So, we'll leave the OTB system how it is. Let's look at the battle core and make sure that that's going to allow the number of party members. Default hard cap, I feel like 9999 is a nice hard cap. Maybe we'll have certain items break that to do 100k later on, but for now we'll start with that as a cap. So we can manipulate this to like make it so as you reach this cap, the numbers get tuned down a bit and up a bit. but I'm going to leave it off for now. Unless I feel like everything is, you know, doing 9999 and then can scale that in. If you want the damage pop-ups to last longer, you can do that, change that here, increase the number. You can show where the damage shows up from. They give you a lot of control. It's pretty cool.
Ready Player asks, is there an AMA Friday this week? You got a question? Just ask it.
I mean, we could do that.
Yeah, we could.
We could essentially do the same thing, but put a different thumbnail and a different title, and there you go.
Done.
Done. It's an AMA, just because we changed the thumbnail and title. We'll do the same shit, though. Just add stuff to MZ projects. Warp Enigma with a 50 Nox Super Chat. Thank you so much, Warp Enigma, for 50 crowns. Hey, how's it going, Warp? How are you doing today? Thank you for the 50 crowns. We appreciate that. The Warp Enigma is on the screen. Whoop, 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 is what he says. How are y'all doing? Whoop, I'm good. Long day and really tired today. Whoop, but I feel good. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Thank you, Warp. Thank you so much, man.
I hear you on the tired front. It's very tired in here, isn't it?
I slept good, though. I woke up and, like, poked myself in the eye. And I'm like, oh, oh. And then I went to the bathroom, and then I went back to sleep. And that was like at 9 this morning or something. And I'm like, nope, going back to sleep. Forget it.
Oh, heck yeah. My daughters came over yesterday.
Oh.
And they got here before Lily woke up, and it was just not okay. Like, why are my adult daughters waking me up in the morning?
It should be my 2-year-old daughter. Lily turned 2 last week, so she's officially 2 years old.
She's such a big girl.
She's getting so tall. All right, so we can change so many things in the Vigistella Battle Core. We can change the way that everything is calculated, the damage is calculated, and really just do all kinds of stuff that would mess it up. And we may, but we'll see. I'm going to change the critical. Like, when you land a critical, it's going to make them flash red, but I want to make them flash purple.
Ooh.
When you land a critical on them.
I like that, because purple is OP.
I'm going to bring the red down to 200, and then I'm going to put the blue up to 225. And so it'll be slightly bluish, but mostly purple. A little bit more alpha. So yeah. Boom. When you land a critical, they're going to flash purple now.
I love it. And
for the duration, 180. You're going to know. You're going to see. Formulas. The guard formula. Let's look at the guard formula. What's going on here? Here's your challenge, says Vino. Finish and release 1 full feature game on Steam before Lily is old enough to drive. Shut up, Vino!
Wow. Ouch, Vino. Ouch.
That is a good challenge, though. Let's have people...
It's too real.
No, I know.
You've hurt me with your realness.
I put out a game years ago, and like I need to put another one out. I want to. I'm trying, all right? I'm trying.
The only full game I've put out was for a game jam, and then I immediately withdrew it because I didn't want anybody to play this monstrosity that took 25 days to make, 26 days to make.
And then you've remade it 3 times and never...
Yeah, I keep saying I'm going to finish it, and it's just... Ugh.
This is everyone's story, though.
Yeah.
$2 super chat for Vino. Thank you so much, Vino. Appreciate that. He goes, it's not an insult when I haven't done it either. No, I know. It's the bane of all of us hobbyist devs, right?
Yeah.
We keep starting projects and not finishing them. That's what happens. It's a normal thing. Finishing the project is the hard part. So many cool things to mess up in here. So many cool things to mess up.
I already have an idea for another game where the art sucks really bad and it's just like black and white stick figure art where like no effort is given, and its music is just like jank. And I was watching this YouTube video about auditory illusions, and it like really sounds very, very weird but also cool at the same time. So I was thinking making all the music auditory illusions, and then just make the game not really make any sense whatsoever. I feel like that would be a game I would want to make.
It would make people go insane.
Yes.
20 knock super chat from Warp Enigma. Thank you again for more crowns, Warp. We appreciate that. He says, Savage Vino, that's our crown prince of RPG. Whoop, whoop.
Thank you, Warp.
Thank you both. It's all good.
Thank you both.
I know Vino's saying it in jest. Which damage style do you want to use as default? Use manual to not use any styles at all. So here are the styles that we can choose from. Standard, armor scaling, CT, D4, DQ, Dairy Queen. Let's use Dairy Queen.
Oh, is there a game out like that already? Polybius?
Maybe.
Polybius? Sorry.
What are you talking about? I have no context to what you're talking
A ridiculous game. The one I just described.
What are you talking? Oh, okay.
Yeah, with the auditory illusions and everything.
Oh, okay.
Maybe do some visual illusions too. Really mess with people.
I'm sure that exists somewhere. Maybe I always use standard or armor scaling. Maybe we try a different damage formula calculation for this, just to try another one. It's really cool, but I need like a legend. I need a, I guess. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. There was, I guess, the Vigistella video I need to watch again to figure out how to write the formulas for each of the styles. I suppose I can try to glean something by looking at it, but the Mortal Kombat damage formula. Pokemon. Hold on. Let me type something in here. YouTube. And then I need to go to Vigistella. Come on, please. Vigistella. What is it called? Battle. Not Mattel. Shit. Battle Core. I suck so bad. Battle Core. MZ. Here we go. I'm gonna mute it though. I'm gonna mute it. Alright, hold on. I don't want to just... Try not to... Oh my gosh. Now there is like a point in this video where it talks about... Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. This is it. Pause. Oh man, I need this to... I think I can do it. Hold on. If I pause it and then move my mouse down, then I take a picture real quick. Like that. Ah, no, it came up again. Shit. Hold on. Go back. And then wait for the thing to go away. Come on. Is it paused? Oh, no. Damn it. It was right there. You guys know what I'm talking about. No. Nope. Sorry, that's not it. We're going to get this. Hold on. I'm sure there's a Google Doc out there somewhere for this. I have to anticipate it. I mean, I don't really know. It's not necessarily. Oh man, it's weird. It's weird though. It's like, you know what? It's gonna work. We're gonna use that. Okay, we did it. Pause. Okay, there we go. Let me just close this. All right. I hope it copied. Sometimes it doesn't copy. And then I'm gonna go to Discord. I'm gonna paste this in here for now. Damn it. Damn it. It's probably in the help file.
It is. I'm gonna give it to you right now.
It's in the help file.
Hold on.
Oh. Epic.
Here.
Hey, but mine's got lava in the background, Charles. Mine's got lava in the background,
There.
okay?
I just sent it to you on Discord.
All right.
The lava's cool.
Use the formula as standard, as the exact formula. What is this? PHMA disparity. Physical attack, magic attack disparity. What does that mean? Do you guys know what that means? I'm gonna read the help file again. Stat skill varies, damage skill varies. And then with scaling, it looks exactly the same, right? But armor scaling will like clamp higher numbers and raise lower numbers. Note to self, put lava in the background for my plugin help file. I don't know if you can do that with the current editor. CT, is this chrono triggers? What is PHMA disparity? Stat scale, low. Damage scale, medium. This is a multiplier. And then Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, 10, it's a power. Like, you just give it a number. This is like this attack has 90 power. And then MK and MOBA has multipliers, and Pokemon. We could even make our own style if we wanted to. Yeah, looking at Ganfly.mo would be the best idea for this. We're gonna learn how to learn, T. We have to learn how to learn. Do you understand?
I agree. Always.
You have to learn how to learn.
Die.
It's not learning is not a skill that we just know how to do. We have to learn how to learn.
You can never level up fully in learning skill.
Don't tell me what I can't do, sister. Like, just download the background.exe. Don't worry, it's totally not a virus. It just permanently puts lava in the background, and no matter what you do, there's always lava running. Of like every application.
Epic.
Too often I see people just throw all the fucking plugins in and they're like, okay, we're good.
Yeah.
It's better to do it, put one in and put two and put three in, and then really go deep, look at the plugin parameters, learn what the frick you're trying to do, and that's the better approach in the end. Damage styles. When using certain battle styles, you can completely ignore typing in the whole damage formula inside of the formula input box, and instead insert either a power amount, yes please, or a multiplier depending on the damage style. The plugin will then automatically calculate damage using the value factoring in ATK and DEF, blah 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 blah. Here are the styles that come with it by default. Not all of them are exact replicas. They are in the likeness of FF10, etc., etc. Style. This is what the damage style is. Okay. Use formula as. This is what you insert into the formula box. A formula means you would type everything like you'd normally want. A.atk, B.def, type, etc., etc. Multiplier. Type in the multiplier for the action. Use float values. This means that 250% is typed out as 2.5. So for the multiplier, you would, if you wanted to do 10x damage, you would literally just write 10 in the formula. 10. Power. Type in the power constant for the action. Use whole numbers. Type in something like 16 for a power constant. I think we're going to need to experiment and try some stuff. PHMA disparity. Is there a disparity between how physical attacks and magical attacks are calculated? If yes, then physical attacks and magical attacks will have different formulas used. If no, then physical attacks and magical attacks will share similar formulas for how they're calculated. Okay, that's simple. So for CT 7, 8, 9, 10, it will calculate magic damage different than normal physical damage. Alright, alright. I want to just mess around and play and have some fun and try to learn along the way. Stat scale. How much should stat scale through the game? Low, keep the numbers under 100 for best results. Medium, numbers work from low to mid 400s for best results. High, the numbers really shine once they're higher. So this is telling you what numbers you should be putting into the formula? Yeah, so for example, if we're using Dragon Quest, we don't want to use like the multiplier of 150. For some reason, it'll not look right. Stat scale. Stats. Oh, no. The stat scale is going to... It's basically asking, in your game, how high are the stats of your characters going to be? And if they're over if they're going to go over 100, maybe you don't want to use this one or this one or this one or this one, because it's going to end up giving you wrong numbers at some point, or like maybe you won't like the scaling at some point. If you're going to have like the ability to go to like 500 attack, then you probably want to use this one. Is this the only one, or standard armor scaling? D4. What is the D4 supposed to represent? What game is D4 supposed to represent?
No clue.
This is supposed to be regular Chrono Trigger. Yeah, this is like regular RPG Maker. This is like MV armor scaling.
D4?
Yeah, what is D4?
That's a good question.
What does different mean? How will calculate different? How will it calculate different? D&D Edition 4. Oh, really?
Wow, okay.
4th edition Dungeons and Dragons.
Cool.
Can I like can I type in like D20, like 1D20? That would be freaking tight. Like put in dice amount. 1D20 plus 2D4. Like that's how much damage it would do.
So Lengo's just trolling. He doesn't know. What if it is that though?
That would be really
be.
cool. A
Yeah.
damage formula where you can just say this damage does 2d6 damage.
Yeah.
I mean, you could write that. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? You can do math.random times something and you clamp that.
You could. I don't know what else it would be. These all look like fairly.
Dragon Quest 4?
But why would there be?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
I would think they'd put that after Dragon Quest.
I don't.
And
think
then it would
so.
probably be DQ4. But D4, I'm thinking something else. I'd be curious to see if anyone actually knows what that stands for, because it's the only one that has where's it at? A stat skill looking for high stats. Like if you're going to have 900 attack power and 850 magic attack, like you could use that one and it should scale nicely. Right?
Yeah.
D4 is a game. Dark dreams don't die. Oh.
Huh.
They messed up and wanted to put Left 4 Dead. Dark dreams don't die. Okay, it must be some.
I never heard of it.
Look that one up.
Okay.
Dark dreams don't die. They multiply. Like baby's kids. All right, let's look at damage scale. How much does damage vary depending on small parameter changes? Low. Very little increase from parameter changes. Normal. Damage scales close to proportionally with parameter changes. High. Damage can boost itself drastically with parameter changes. Okay, so I was reading this, understanding this different. Damage scale is going to tell you how much the actual output will vary when you change your attack power. Most of these are going to be normal. But like for Final Fantasy VII, a little bit of extra attack power goes a long way. Same thing with Final Fantasy X. You increase the attack power a little bit and it starts going really, really high. It multiplies. So this would signify some kind of exponential growth on these two damage formulas. And then low for Dragon Quest and MK, I'm not sure what that stands for either. The parameters won't matter too much in how much damage is done. I'm thinking we stick with a normal. We're going to try one of these that's got a normal damage scale. So parameters will make a difference, but not super exponential. And also they won't like next to be ignored. So it's going to be either CTD4, F8, F9, or MOBA or Pokemon. At the same time, stat scale.
So D4, by the way, is an episodic graphical adventure video game.
Huh.
Whatever that is.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to use a stat scale of low because I think my game's going to have... this game will have more than 100 in a stat. So I'm thinking numbers work well from low to mid 400s for best results. Probably medium stat scale. So now we're looking at normal. We want a normal damage scale with a medium stat scale. What does that narrow us down to? This one. FF8. And that's it, right? Normal and medium is just two of them. So MOBA, what does the MOBA stand for? What does the MOBA stand for?
MOBA.
I do want this to have some kind I want this to have some disparity. So it looks like the formula.
Multiplayer online battle arena.
Well, I know what I know what a MOBA is, but that's not this one, right?
Uh-huh.
This is a game, right? A style of a game.
I have no idea.
Otherwise, they'd put like League of Legends or.
Maybe it's just a general MOBA-like stat. Whatever. I mean, because MOBA is well known, so I mean, I can't imagine it means something else.
Vaguely based on League of Legends. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's MOBA.
It looks like we're going to try Final Fantasy VIII's. We're going to try Final Fantasy VIII's battle style formula. So what are we looking for? Power. Let's see power again. Type in the power constant for the action. Use whole numbers. Type in something like 16 for a power constant. So let's select Final Fantasy VIII style. Yeah, Defense of the Ancients was originally created from Warcraft. It was like Warcraft 2 custom games or something. Warcraft 3. Final Fantasy VIII, not my favorite Final Fantasy, but that's okay. We're going to try their damage scaling style. So we're going to be, for the formulas, we're going to put in the power. Type in the power constant. So we're going to just use whole numbers for the formulas. Yeah, Warcraft 3 custom games. Right. To determine what kind of parameters are used for the damage styles, they will depend on two things. The action's hit type, physical or magical or certain, and the action's damage type, damage, recovery, or drain. Certain hit tends to use whichever value is higher, attack or magic attack, and then ignores the target's defense values. Really? That's interesting. Certain hit is going to use whatever's higher and ignores defense. Use certain hits for true damage. Use the chart below to figure everything else out. For recover, it's ignoring all other defending parameters. For draining, certain hit will always ignore. Attack goes opposed to defense, magic attack, magic defense. That's pretty self-explanatory. In fact, that's just kind of everything except for certain hit ignoring these I had in the trap, but that's good. Okay. These can be modified as well. Okay, but we're gonna leave them because I like this setup. The only downside is sometimes you want skills to have your own custom formula, and then if you don't have the ability to write your own formula in the damage formula, you kind of limit yourself to just putting whole numbers. You know what I mean? It's kind of you have more control with this one, just standard. And giving you the ability to say, this is going to be an attack that uses your charisma damage and it's gauged against the opponent's luck. You know what I mean? You can't do that if you do one of these. So now I'm having second thoughts. And maybe I just want to stick to a standard damage formula. Because you actually have more control if you know how to do simple JS evals. Modify everything. Nothing will break. Sure, Sir Legna. Yeah, Blizzard owns everything you make now after the reforged. They got a lot of backlash for that, but it's not like they give a shit. As soon as they merged with Activision, Blizzard just became dead to me. I used to be a Blizzard fanboy. Act-a-Lizard. Yeah. Oh, cool. You can... Oh, this is great. So for certain things, we can just say damage style FF8. Skills and items can use different damage styles from the setting you've selected in the plugin parameters. They can be altered to have different damage styles through the usage of a note tag. So this goes in the skills and items note box. This will use whichever style is found in the plugin parameters. This is tight. Okay, so let's try something. All right, I want to try something. Welcome to learning one plugin with Drifty. Let's leave it damage, name of the damage style. Oh, what am I? Oh, I'm in here. Standard. We're gonna leave it on standard, but we did change a couple of things here. Let's save the project. Let's make a skill really quick, and we're gonna use damage style FF8, right? And then HP damage, and we're gonna say I don't know, power. This is a power of 20. This is going to be our basic FF8 attack. Power 20. This will be a Guess we need to go to skill types. Change this up. Magic can stay. We change it to SP, right? Charles Trahan with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Charles. I appreciate that. But for real, though, he says, going through this plugin category by category is great. It's a lot to understand for a new user, so it's good content. Well, thank you, Charles. Appreciate that. Thank you for the $5 and for the compliment, and I'm glad that you can see it as something that's useful. I know, Warp, right? They just rush it out. That's what happens in all AAA studios. They force their dev team to go to crunch time, and then as soon as the project release, like even though it's not ready, they fire like most of the team, and that's just what it is. And then they have like the ones that they kept on have to do like day one hotfix patches, and they have to learn shit that the other guys that got fired immediately. It's a huge mess. And it's you know who it's really unfair to is all the devs working at the studio. It's just the way that shit's ran. That's why I'm like a huge fan and supporter of indie devs and small dev studios. How do I avoid an attack with 0 damage? Put some armor scaling in there, Ekaterina Stadnikova. For if you're using these plugins, I would recommend, instead of using standard here, damage settings. Where was it? Instead of standard, so I went into the battle core, then I went to damage settings, and then I go to parameter damage styles. Right here, type in armor scaling, and you want to spell it exactly like it's spelled here. So you want to copy this armor scaling, right? And then you want to select this armor scaling as this default style, armor scaling. It'll still let you use formulas, but it'll stop the zeros, as not always, but it will most of the time stop 0 damage and always hitting max damage. That's a quick way to do it. That's the fastest, easiest little trick to stop running zeros. The actual answer would be actually changing all of the formulas so that you're checking the stats of the character, and you're putting a damage formula that won't allow for 0. But I would just do armor scaling because it's an easy fix for a lot of the times when you're hitting 0. Balancing can take a long time to get right. Let's just change this to skill. We got magic, then we got skill, but I mean, we're probably going to change all of this. Did we keep MP for magic points? We kept MP, right? I'm
no,
asking
it was
PP.
We changed it to PP.
We changed it to PP.
Yes.
That's right. So PP and SP. So we're going to call magic powers. Powers and skills. There we go. And we'll classify an FF8 attack as a skill. That's right, Sir Legna. I was talking about that in the formula.
Sorry to hear about that. Ekaterina, I hope your husband's doing okay. Hope he recovers well. I hope it wasn't anything traumatic, more routine.
Let's use Wrath of Pizza's attack animation for FF8 attack, just because we can. And we'll have it gain 10 TP. And we're just going to give it Formula 20 damage style FF8, and then I want to try some other damage styles and see what happens if we keep the Formula 20. Of course, we have a ton to do before we can even test the skill. we have to make some classes and start figuring out how we're going to do parameter control. I want to do my own parameter control instead of using the parameter curves. I would like to ignore the parameter curves. So we're going to get to that. We can't actually start testing all of that yet. We're not even at the point to where we have an enemy or a character with a class and the parameters. We can't even test the skill yet. Okay, we're at that point where we're literally just setting the parameters of the plugin. So going back to the core engine and moving down, we've decided we're going to use Octopath, or not Octopath, Order Turn Battle. You know what I'm saying.
You know, that's the first thing I thought when you said OTB.
Well, I mean, it really is the derivative of Octopath.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Makes sense.
But that's a copyright infringement.
Right. So it's got to be Order Turn Battle.
So let's go ahead and move ourselves down. Now, I went through this and I picked like all the colors I liked, and I spent a lot of time on it, customizing it. And I feel like for MZMMO, I've got it looking like I want it to look. And I feel like I should just copy the numbers that I put for MZMMO and just go, so it's customized and it goes in a much faster, process. I don't know why all of your stuff is being held for review, Warp Enigma. I have to click show on like every other thing you type for some reason.
Maybe it's all the whoops. YouTube's like, this guy whoops a lot.
No, at first things keep getting censored by YouTube. And I have to go down and click show. Go down and click show, like over and over and over. It's like 1,000,000 degrees in here.
Yeah, and the dog's still barking. Don't you guys love it when your neighbor has a dog? It's the best.
What was I going to do? Oh yeah, I was going to open another project. In this project, I'm going to look at the core engine, and inside the color settings, you see all of the hexadecimal color settings that I've picked. I'm going to put this on another window, and then I'm going to copy paste them in because I've already picked them, and like I spent a lot of time picking colors, and I feel like I need to.
Oh, so he had a gallbladder stone. Must have been blocking his It must have been blocking the exit from the gallbladder for them to do surgery so quickly. Dang, that must have been painful. I bet he feels a lot better now.
And now that I have another window up...
She says, because of quarantine, I can't go and hug him. That's the saddest part. That is sad.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Drifty and I were separated because I was pregnant and he was radioactive for like 4 days.
Yeah, give him that story.
That was terrible.
Well, I just put in these colors.
When Drifty was being treated for cancer, and I was disabled and in a wheelchair in Manhattan. He had to go to the hospital to get treated, and they would not let me go there to visit him.
Nope.
So I had to wait for 4 days until he had a second surgery to get the radioactive metal taken out of his skull.
Essentially.
Then I could finally go see him. When you came out of surgery, too, they were like, well, he just came out of surgery, but we're going to wait to let him wake up before we let you back there. And I'm like, why? Like, what, is he going to be surprised to see me when he wakes up or upset? And after I asked them why, they're like, yeah, actually, we're just going to bring you back. Like, how does that make any sense?
They saw the look on you, and they're like, you know what? Never mind, just go. You can go. Go ahead.
Well, the thing is I had been waiting there a while because they said the surgery was like, I don't know, I can't remember, 7 in the morning or something. And I got there, at 7 in the morning, and they didn't do the surgery until like 9 in the morning. So I had to sit there and wait for 2 hours before they even brought him back. And so then after an hour, when the surgery was finally done, they're like, oh, we're going to make you wait some more. And I'm like, for real? Really? They're like, nah, we're not going to make you wait anymore. You can come back.
That was rough. Like, after the surgery, they didn't have a room for me for like 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah.
And so I was like in a hallway, like, I don't even know how to describe it.
Yeah, it was like a triage center where they like just check to see how you are and get you prepped and stuff.
There were people coming in and going out like constantly, and like
it was super bright.
I had like a little sheet that was blocking the light from like the hallway, but like it was still very bright. I was like, this is fucking torture, man. Do
you guys want to know what Drifty said the first thing he said when he woke up from his surgery?
I don't even remember. What did I say?
Do you guys want to know what he said? I bet you do. You ready? My butt is cold. Those were legit the first words he said when he woke up after surgery.
I said that?
Yeah.
I was so out of it, man. They put me under some anesthetic and knocked my ass out. So I do not remember.
He looked up at me, his head was swaying back and forth, and he goes, my butt's cold.
My butt's cold.
So I grabbed my coat, I had a winter coat, and I grabbed it and put it over his butt.
That's true love right there. When your wife will put her coat under your butt because it's cold. It's true love.
Yeah, and then he just passed right back out after that.
I don't remember any of that.
Yeah.
I was too sedated. I remember you bought me a little lion. Mm-hmm. I named him Jacopo.
Yep. Then he gave the lion to Lily.
Yeah, now Lily has it. There we go. Cool. So I got the colors. I spent a long time picking these colors that I like, and now you guys don't have to watch that. And when we actually get into the game, the color scheme for the game, will look right. It's just a prank, bro. No, that's not what you want to hear your doctor say after surgery.
Yeah.
$1 billion? That makes sense. You can have $1 billion.
Yeah, Ekaterina, people are funny after surgery. Drifty was pretty funny, but the funniest one was my sons. They had some surgery when they were younger, and they came off the anesthesia. Especially my older son, he was the most hilarious out of both of them.
You'll see him, Sir Legno.
I had to bring him to the bathroom, and I couldn't do it myself because he was as floppy as a rag doll. So I had a friend with me, and we were holding him up in front of the toilet, and he's got his pants around his ankles, and he's saying, "This is great, guys. Don't you think this is great?" I was laughing so hard I almost couldn't stand up.
He was drugged.
He was. The first thing he said was, "Man, this is great. I don't know why I didn't think of this before. I should do this more often." I'm like, oh no.
That doesn't bode well.
I know. He was only like 7. Anesthesia's funny. As long as you get out at the end okay. At the other end of the surgery, everything's gone well. Warp Enigma says he found saying "little Lily" 10 times fast in a row to be really hard. He said he struggles with 5. Speaking of that, Lily can say everybody's name but her own. She has a hard time saying her own name. It must be like hard to learn how to pronunciate.
It's L's.
Yeah, the L's are difficult.
She has a hard time with L's.
She calls herself Lou.
What's your name? Who am I? Dada.
Yeah.
Who's that? Mama. Who are you? Oh no.
She'll get it. She'll get it. She's
Yeah.
only 2. She just turned 2.
She knows a lot of words for her too.
She does. She speaks a lot.
Here we go. I'm going to change the icons as well, since I'm using Kaz's icons. I spent a lot of time figuring out what I want them to look like, and I'm just going to put them in. You guys can see those numbers. I know it's not the most exciting, but you sort of need to go through your plugins and your parameters and customize them. So
Legna, what's the first hardest letter to pronounce in English? She's got all the rest down. It's just L.
what if I just copy? Probably be better. Less chance for error here.
Speaking of Lily, she's still squealing in her bedroom.
She hasn't gone to sleep yet?
No. I just got a monitor yesterday so we could see if she actually goes to sleep because she keeps fooling us. She'll get quiet for like 20 minutes and we think, okay, she took a little nap. We take her out and then the rest of the afternoon is just torture because she's so grumpy and she didn't get a nap.
She's tricksy, that one.
She is. No, Warp, she definitely still needs a day nap. You could tell when she doesn't take one.
She
She's
gets
just
really upset.
Oh my gosh. Everything just breaks her. Everything.
In case you're wondering what the hell I'm doing, I'm just changing the way that I'm changing the icons for the game. So if you look at the icons in the status menu or any of the menus where they're being drawn or displayed, they will have a different icon, not the default icon.
Yeah.
They're going to have a Kaz icon because I like Kaz's stuff.
Leave this lot, losers. Unless you'd like a licking, I'd love to deli or that licking. I'd love to lick a lemon lollipop and Lilyhammer. Is that supposed to be like a tongue twister or something? There's some good ones. One of my favorites is a proper cup of coffee in a copper coffee pot. Try and say that 10 times
You
fast.
said coffer copy pot.
A proper cup of coffee.
But
A
you
proper
said,
cup of coffee in a copper coffee pot.
now you said it right. First time you said coffer pop something else. I don't know. I heard coffer.
Coffer.
I'm like,
Maybe. I don't remember now. It's too far away. Why are you bringing up old stuff?
changing our icons here.
Coffee copper pot.
Something like
A
that.
proper cup of coffee in a copper coffee pot.
But copper? That would patina and like
Well, it
oxidize and be pretty terrible
It's
tasting.
not real life.
It
It's
would
just- I mean,
taste
do you think Sally really
so
sells
bad.
seashells on the seashore?
Sure she does.
Do you think Peter Piper picks a pack of pickled peppers?
Yes, he does.
I don't know about
It's based
that.
on a true story. We're not using custom parameters. In fact, we need to turn off some of these things.
A copper cough of cuppy. I love it.
Trust me, I know. I've met Peter. Peter. Hey, Peter. Do I want to change anything in the UI settings? I mean,
Probably eventually, but maybe like would the super damn, what is it called? SRD's awesome UI thingy. Will that work with everything we're using?
yeah.
Maybe we should just use that.
I mean, yeah, we totally can. But like, man, that's a ton of work and we're far.
It's in the future.
Yeah.
So far away.
Yeah. Okay.
Drifty was singing that to me last night.
Windows settings.
He's just gonna ignore me now.
I want to look. It's been 90 minutes, and I need to finish at least one of these plugins. I'm so close.
I am so good for productivity.
You are amazing. I love you. Thank you. I think we're finally we're there. You know, we're at the point. We're not gonna write any quick functions or anything like that. Boom. Make sure I hit OK and I save the game. Okay, we've got all the parameters for the core engine set up. The battle engine core is not fully done yet. Tomorrow we're going to mess with the battle engine core some more, and we're going to set it up so that it'll take 10 characters at once, and we'll display their offsets so that they can be like a row of 5 and another row of 5. I think that would be the best. Or we can do 12 and we can have 3 rows of 4.
I saw it, Sir Legna. Sir Legna says that R is the hardest letter to pronounce in the English alphabet, and L is second hardest. You know what? Lily can do R though. She says R. We go through the whole alphabet, and she
can do R. It's
yeah.
L, is it?
L.
She can say L.
When we do L, she goes ooh, ooh.
She can say L.
Yeah.
But when it comes to say like Lily or I love you, it's like the L's a hard,
It's very
She's
difficult.
doing great, though.
Yeah. And then W is always you.
W. That one's tough for her.
Yeah.
She just goes, you.
You.
She most of the time just says you.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Single you.
Yep. I'm like, double. It
should be like double. And then you say you. W.
You. Yes. And so this one's set up, and this one's set up. Battle Core. We need to go through all the parameter settings in Battle Core, but this is where we're going to end it for today. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the live stream. We love you guys very much. Stay tuned tonight/tomorrow, probably today sometime. We're going to release the video, the winners announcement of the judges for the Build Your Own Game Jam for 2021. And yeah, that'll be a thing. So like this video if you liked it, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're not already, follow us on Discord, follow us on Twitter, join us on Discord, links in the description below. We love you guys very much. We'll see you guys tomorrow 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a fantastic day. Good luck on your projects. We love you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.